Have you ever wondered what secrets the desert holds? A question that has baffled explorers and scientists for centuries. One such enigma is nestled within the vast expanse of the Mojave Desert, a place where two great deserts of America meet. This is Joshua Tree National Park, a sanctuary of natural beauty, a testament to the resilience of life, and a playground for adventurers and dreamers alike. Encompassing a sprawling 800 square miles, Joshua Tree is a world of its own, where the Colorado and the Mojave Deserts meet in an ecological dance. This union creates a unique and diverse ecosystem, a land that thrives despite the harsh conditions, a testament to nature's fortitude. The park's namesake, the Joshua Tree, is an iconic symbol of survival and resilience. Standing tall against the stark desert landscape, these trees, with their twisted, bristled branches, are more than just a sight to behold. They're a lesson in endurance, a living testament to the magic of adaptation. Welcoming the scorching days and freezing nights, these trees have evolved to make the most of the desert's scarce resources, silently narrating a tale of survival against all odds. But Joshua Tree National Park is more than just its namesake trees. It's a realm of rugged mountains, gold mining ruins, and arid plains dotted with clusters of cacti and yucca plants. It's a place where the silence sings a song of serenity and the night sky tells tales of galaxies far, far away. The park, with its ethereal beauty, has been a muse for artists, a haven for wildlife, and a gateway to adventure for countless visitors. It's a place where you can lose yourself in the vastness of the desert, find solace under the starlit sky, and discover the secrets that the desert whispers with the wind. But how did this unique landscape come to be, and what makes it so special? To answer these questions, we must journey back in time, to an era when the Earth was still shaping its features, an era that left an indelible mark on the face of the Mojave Desert. But that's a story for the next scene. Until then, let the mystery of the Mojave captivate your imagination. To understand Joshua Tree National Park, we must travel back millions of years. Picture this, a world vastly different from ours, where volcanic eruptions were the norm, and the landscape was raw and untamed. This is the ancient world that would eventually become Joshua Tree National Park. Our journey starts with the park's dynamic geological history. It all began with the cooling and hardening of molten rock deep beneath the Earth's surface, resulting in a sprawling expanse of rugged mountains and rolling hills. But the story doesn't end there. Over time, the relentless forces of wind and water began sculpting this landscape, carving out the park's distinctive rock formations and expansive desert plains. As the centuries rolled on, the climate gradually shifted, paving the way for the arrival of the park's most iconic resident, the Joshua Tree. But this isn't just any tree. It's a marvel of adaptation, perfectly suited to the harsh desert environment. Its deep roots can tap into groundwater far beneath the surface, while its thick, waxy leaves minimize water loss. In a place where survival is a daily battle, the Joshua Tree is a beacon of resilience. It also plays a vital role in the ecosystem, providing food and shelter for a host of desert dwellers, from the tiny yucca moth to the majestic golden eagle. But the Joshua Tree is far more than an ecological linchpin. For countless generations, it has held deep cultural significance. For the indigenous people of the Mojave, it was a valuable source of food and materials. For early settlers, it was a navigational landmark. And for us, it's a symbol of the park's enduring beauty and resilience. As we dig deeper into the park's history, we discover a world of fascinating stories and hidden treasures, each one shedding new light on this remarkable landscape. But remember, the Joshua Tree is just one piece of the park's rich biodiversity. In such a harsh environment, one might think life is scarce, but you'd be surprised. Even in the seemingly inhospitable terrain of Joshua Tree National Park, life thrives in abundance. This desert, while it may appear barren at first glance, is home to a fascinating array of wildlife and plant life. Each species has adapted to the desert's unique challenges, showcasing the resilience of nature. Let's start with the park's namesake, the Joshua Tree. This peculiar tree, with its twisted, spiky branches reaching for the sky, is a master of desert survival. It stores water in its thick, waxy leaves and deep roots, enabling it to endure the desert's extreme temperature fluctuations. Now imagine a desert tortoise, slowly making its way across the sandy terrain. This tenacious creature is a marvel of adaptation. It spends most of its life underground, escaping the desert heat in burrows. It can survive without water for a year or more. getting most of its moisture from the plants it eats. And then there are the desert's smaller inhabitants. Let's not forget about the industrious ants, the agile kangaroo rats, or the quicksilver lizards that dart between the shadows. Each has found its own way to endure and thrive in the desert's harsh conditions. But it's not just the animals. The desert is a diverse botanical garden. From the blooming cholla cactus to the resilient creosote bush, each plant has evolved to survive in an environment where water is scarce and the sun is relentless. And as night falls, the desert comes alive with the calls of nocturnal creatures. The coyote's haunting howl echoes through the still air, while owls silently glide overhead in search of prey. It's a symphony of life that continues even when the sun sets. Despite its harsh conditions, the desert is teeming with life. But what about human life? That's a story for another scene, but rest assured, humans too have found ways to not just survive, but truly live in this extraordinary landscape. Long before Joshua Tree was a national park, it was home to numerous cultures. In the parched, rugged terrain of what we now know as Joshua Tree National Park, the first humans found a way to not only survive, but thrive. These early inhabitants were the indigenous tribes of the Southwest, who found ways to adapt and flourish in this arid landscape. For thousands of years, they hunted game, gathered plants, and used the resources of the desert to carve out a sustainable way of life. The Pinto culture was one of the earliest, their presence dating back to around 4,000 years ago. They left behind a legacy etched in stone, the petroglyphs and pictographs that you can still see today, whispering stories of a time long past. The Serrano, the Kamehuevi, and the Cahuilla tribes followed, each leaving their own indelible imprint on the land. They understood the desert's rhythm, its cycles of life and death, drought and abundance. They respected its laws and, in return, it sustained them. As the centuries rolled on, explorers and settlers were drawn to this striking landscape. Gold miners came in the 19th century, their dreams of wealth echoing amongst the Joshua trees. Homesteaders followed, drawn by the promise of free land and a new beginning. They built homes, farms, and entire communities, their stories adding another layer to the rich tapestry of human history in the park. But Joshua Tree is more than just a historical record. It's a testament to the cultural significance of the land. For the indigenous tribes, it was a sacred space, a place of spiritual significance. For the miners and homesteaders, it represented opportunity and freedom. And for us today, it's a reminder of our connection to the natural world, of the beauty and resilience of the human spirit. The park is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. Now that you've learned about the park's rich history and biodiversity, how can you experience it for yourself? Welcome to Joshua Tree National Park, a place where adventure beckons at every turn. The park offers a variety of recreational activities that cater to all tastes and abilities, making it a perfect destination for those seeking to connect with the great outdoors. For those who enjoy hiking, Joshua Tree is a true paradise. With more than 100 trails winding through the park's diverse landscapes, you can amble through sun-drenched deserts, scramble up rugged hills, or wander through shady groves of Joshua trees. Each trail offers its own unique view of the park's stunning vistas and unique geological formations. Perhaps you prefer to take your adventure to new heights? Then rock climbing in Joshua Tree is just the ticket. The park's iconic boulders and cliffs, known for their unique shapes and textures, attract climbers from around the world. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a novice looking to try something new, you'll find a climbing experience that suits your skill level. For those who prefer a more laid-back experience, Joshua Tree is also an ideal spot for camping. Imagine setting up camp under a canopy of stars, the silence of the desert broken only by the distant hoot of an owl or the soft whisper of the wind. Here, you can truly disconnect from the hustle and bustle of daily life and reconnect with nature. And speaking of stars, don't forget to look up when the sun goes down. Joshua Tree is revered for its dark skies, making it a haven for stargazing. The lack of light pollution allows you to see the Milky Way in all its glory, a sight that is truly out of this world. As you explore, remember that we are merely visitors in this natural wonderland. It's essential to respect and preserve the park's natural and cultural resources, ensuring that future generations can also experience the magic of Joshua Tree. A visit to Joshua Tree National Park is not just a trip, It's an adventure into the heart of the desert. Are you ready to answer the call of the desert? A symphony of silence, punctuated by the whispers of the wind, invites you to Joshua Tree National Park. This desert haven, a fusion of two distinct desert ecosystems, the Mojave and the Colorado, is more than just a barren landscape. It's a testament to the resilience of life, a sanctuary of serenity, and a playground for adventure. Step into this unique world where rugged rocks, ancient Joshua trees, and starlit skies create an enchanting canvas of natural beauty. Each visitor to Joshua Tree embarks on a journey of discovery, uncovering the secrets hidden within the desert's heart. The park welcomes you with a myriad of experiences. Explore the desert on foot, traversing the numerous hiking trails that weave through the park. Each trail revealing a new facet of the desert, from Cholla cactus gardens to the iconic Skull Rock. Or perhaps you prefer to navigate the desert on wheels. The park's backcountry roads offer a thrilling off-road adventure, allowing you to explore the lesser-known corners of the park. For the more adventurous souls, Joshua Tree's rocky landscape offers an exhilarating climbing experience. The park's unique geology, characterized by its Monza granite rocks, has made it a popular destination for climbers around the world. Yet, even if you're not a climber, the park's natural rock formations are a sight to behold, sculpted by the desert's relentless wind and time itself. But Joshua Tree isn't just about daytime adventures. As the sun dips below the horizon and the desert cools, the park transforms into an astronomical observatory. The absence of city lights makes for some of the best stargazing opportunities. Here, under the vast desert sky, you can gaze upon the Milky Way in all its glory, a sight that truly puts into perspective our place in the cosmos. So, why wait? Embrace the call of the desert. Discover the allure of Joshua Tree National Park, a place where adventure, tranquility, and learning intertwine in a stunning desert tableau. Remember, the desert holds its secrets close, but for those willing to venture into its heart, it reveals a world of wonder.